Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you watching this video. What I would really love to see is you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. So today, what I thought I'd do is I got to finish up a project. I started this the other day, did a video on it, but I thought I would go over maybe just cutting around some of these door jambs and stuff like that and see if that might be helpful for people. So hopefully it is, and let me show you what I kind of got. I'm just gonna maybe get into cutting around some of these door jambs like this, and then probably over here a little bit. So I just got to finish the bathroom and the bedroom. So not much, but maybe it'd be helpful if I kind of showed what I did here in some of these spots. So we will get right into it. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you right here in this doorway what I got going on and kind of explain a little bit, and then I imagine I'm going to have some people make some comments on this, but this has worked for me, and so I'd love to hear some comments from some professionals out there and see how they get through these doorways. But this is how I do it, and works good. So what I do is I just cut a little bit of this edge off right here, and maybe I can show you. Grab a piece. So you've got this groove end right here that has this little lip on it. So I'll just cut a little bit of that off, maybe 6 to 8 inches or whatever. And if someone might say, well, what's going to hold that in place if you cut that off? But I would say, you've still got 90% of this board holding it in, so it's not going anywhere. The problem with this stuff is it needs to come in. As you're putting this in, it needs to be on like a 45-degree angle just to get in there. And then it falls right in place and locks. If you try to, if you're going under a doorway and then you're trying to smash it together flat, it's just not gonna do it. So if you can just take a little bit of that out, and then it'll flex enough to kind of raise up enough to close to a 45 to snap in place. So that's. And of course, if you're coming around some other stuff, your other boards as you get on are locking all that together as well. So this little bit, like I said, you've got 90% of that board still has that edge on it that's locking it in. It's not going anywhere. And of course, every product's different. This particular product and most of the ones I've dealt with, that's how they've been. Is you've got to bring them in at an angle to get them to lock in. So we'll just do some cutting on this. So we'll slide it underneath all that, door casing and everything. And hopefully this. So that's, like I said, you've got this much, and then over here you've got that much holding that in. So you can sit there and fight it, but if you take your hammer and your tapping block and you sit there and try to smash it together, you're just going to end up breaking that edge off anyways, and it's not going to lock together. So this way, at least you're eliminating some of that problem. So, okay, I'm just going to keep going on this room, and I got my daughter Ella here. She's going to do some cutting for me, and we're going to get to this other doorway. So. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just got a little scrap piece here, and like I said, I just cut a few inches off right there, but I'm going to run this board out to here, so you still have, that whole area, and you don't have to take much off right there, is going to hold this place and lock it in place, and then everything else behind it's locking it in place too. So, but I'll just take a little scrap piece, put it in here. Of course, grab my cheater board here. Yeah. Let's get this marked out. We want to get into that door jamb, so we can get a nice pretty finish here. So we're well under that, all that casing and everything. So got a nice clean finish, just like we like. So. So this is probably a good spot here where you can come through and run your piece all the way through and then build you a false wall type thing here to hold it. That way when you're tapping them in or whatever this way. I don't put a lot of pressure on this way, so I just don't hit them in that much. I kind of just try to finesse them in without putting a lot of pressure. But if you have a product that you need to really tap together, you probably just want to put you a little false wall right there on the back end to hold those in place while you finish it out, and then work backwards and finish the other side. Hopefully that made sense. It made sense in my head. But that's how you get through that doorway. See, I'm just not pushing on those very hard. I'm just kind of at 45-degree angle and I'm setting them down. Okay, so we're coming through this other doorway here, and like I did on the other one, I just knocked some of that out, a little more than I probably needed to, but we're going to lay this one on top on the end right here. And then line it with this end right here. And use our cheater board, of course. And make sure you get plenty under that door casing there. It's not a very good line there, but it'll work. I just popped that a little bit. Of course, cut the pad. Oh, I probably should have pulled that door off. I didn't think about that. That would have made my life easier. See, and I talked about this, having to move that over in the beginning, but I'm still about a 2-inch piece there, so not horrible, but you're going to get that from time to time. And we're in. So, see, as you can see, it's nice and tight underneath. Right here, the same. You know, we got plenty of material under that door jamb, so nice clean finish. And actually, I need to tap this down a little bit. You gotta pull it hard.
I'm literally moving my whole body.
Did it snap in? Let's see.
It's like it's loose.
Okay, you're there.
I am?
Tap it in. There you go. Good job. Now Mark's next board. Okay, I got that all done through that doorway and everything. And that was a fun one because you're going backwards and then trying to get underneath that. So I did the same thing there. I just kind of took some of that locking material out right here, and then that'll save you some grief. Oh, and then for the tub, you know, I don't like the transitions that much. I I think you're better off, in my opinion, I think it looks better to just use some flexible silicone there and just seal that right there against the tub. So, I mean, even if you put a transition there, you're going to have to run a bead of that along there to seal it. So I think it looks better without it. So we're through that doorway and we're done. Okay, I'm going to call this video a wrap. That didn't take very long, a couple hours. Some guys probably do that in 20 minutes, but that's not me. I'm not that quick anymore. But anyways, thanks for watching and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks.